Oh, hello. Yeah, I did a heap of drawing yesterday on this new flame axe idea, and then I went to edit the video and found out the video didn't record everything. Kind of stopped about a third of the way through, and I missed out on showing you how I did most of the drawing. This is actually what I ended up with at the end of the day. I only really showed you me sticking all these valves and connections together, and I didn't actually show any of the actual drawing. I mean, I didn't get it finished. Connie came home from work and started annoying me. Well, annoying is the wrong word. She started being Connie. So, but this is, so I didn't actually get to finish it. And this is what I ended up with. And I was going to finish it today, now that she's back at work. So, I might as well continue and explain what I had done. All I had done really was draw one sketch for a layout after importing the axe sketch from the main skeleton. I decided to create a new skeleton to do the flame axe because then I could keep this complicated little assembly as a separate skeleton and sub-assembly. What else did I do? Yeah. And then all I did was make the main plate for the axe, which I haven't finished, as you can tell by the square end. It was just a layout to get all the parts in there and make sure it all fits. And I also drew the gas tank, and the gas tank is made out of the steel pipe, which we also use. Which I will also use for the hub. So if I'm getting a bit of pipe for the hubs, I might as well use the same pipe for the gas tank. But it looks a little big. I might shrink that down. And it's also, looking at this assembly, it's hitting on the catcher at the back. So we might as well make it smaller and move it down this way. So I'll do that first. We edit the layout. How big is it? It's 120 mil. Make it only 80. It's a lot smaller. And it's 20 mil. See if that fits. Update, save, close, update assembly, goodie, save, open the main robot. Yeah, still a bit close. Maybe we'll make it a bit further, but yeah, that gas tank won't hit on the catcher at the back, the axe catcher. I call this little thing at the back an axe catcher. So it just grabs hold. That's where the axe lands, and it just sort of guides it down. Stops it from shifting side to side. Anyway, I'll draw in the I was just pointing at my computer screen. You guys can't see that. Sorry. I'll draw in the little the English is bad for me at the moment. I'll draw in where this little plug goes into the end of the tank and the bit of tubing that goes between yeah, I'll draw the little bit of tubing. Sorry, I can't speak English. I'm also looking at this. It doesn't seem like it's going to line up very well. I might have to shift the tank over to one side, but we'll do that later. We'll just get this in there first and see how well it fits. Okay, I've got the tube in there, and that's allowed me to position the other valve, the other fittings, and it appears that this little nipple that I want to weld onto the front plate of the gas tank, so that I can screw in the T-piece. It looks like it does fit. So it turns out that my measurements are better than I thought. And this ball valve sticks out the side. I'm not too happy with the position of that, but I'm not sure if I should stick it out the top or underneath. I may look for other arrangements, maybe a three-way ball valve or something to go in there. These parts aren't final. I'm not sure. It depends on what I can find. This is just a layout to see if I can build the thing, but I think a three-way ball valve, if I can find one, would fit in there better, and that would work better as a fill valve. I think, yeah, should do. Okay, well, I'll just see how that fits on the main assembly. Yeah, we got clearance there. It all goes together well. All I need now is a plate on the side to mount the igniter. Because I can't mount the igniter onto that plate, because I need just the tip of it in front of the gas to ignite it. So what I was thinking of doing is welding a plate on the side of the axe that'll also come over the side of the of the valve to protect it. Just come out the side. It'll make it a strange looking axe. Although I'm pretty sure if you get hit by it, you're not going to think it's pretty strange. So I'm just going to draw that plate in now. Actually, I might see how much this weighs first. 1.4 kilo. So all my axes weigh 1.5, so it's actually looking good for weight. What's that? It's going to scare everybody if I can actually build this in weight. Okay, so I'm going to add that plate on now. I also might shorten this to get the nozzle closer. Okay, I think I've finished enough to be happy with this thing. Obviously a few changes I can make to it, but at the moment I think that looks pretty scary. My flamethrower axe, or flame axe maybe. I think it probably still needs a fillet in here, which would be a bit difficult with this plate on here. But other than that, I still want to figure out that valve, but I think that valve's pretty safe there. And I think that should be safe. I mean, it's a bit hard to modify anything. But other than that, it looks like a pretty scary Pretty scary little weapon. I might just check the weight again. Well, 1.6. It's a bit heavy. How heavy is a normal axe? What's this one weigh? Open. There's my machete blade. More properties. It's 1.56, so it's 500 grams heavier than the machete. Well, that's not too bad. So maybe we'll just leave that and try to get the rest of the robot underweight. Or we can make that hole there a bit bigger maybe. But yeah, there we go. Here's my proposal for a new type of weapon. A flamethrower mounted to an axe. Is there anything else I could talk about with this thing? Yeah, I'm going to mount a relay switch, which I'll probably mount to this lower portion of the axe. Or should I mount it inside the robot? I might. No, yeah, I don't know yet. It all depends where I can run the wiring. Because the wires for this one might be a bit difficult. And I could obviously have to run it down here through the front where the battery bay is and come out here and hook up everything to this point here, which means I'll need to run plugs out the front. So I don't really want to mount the switch in. I want to make this so it plugs on very quickly. I don't want to have to pull the whole robot apart and fiddle with all the electronics every time I unplug, take the axe off. So I really need all the plugs down the bottom here. So yeah, the relay, the solenoid switch, the relay switch. So should be mounted to the axe. So I'll have to get some dimensions for it and see what I can buy. Put in a couple of holes here so I can cable tie it to the handle. But other than that, that looks like a pretty scary looking little bit of whatever it is. Obviously I won't use it very often. I'll probably use the axe more often with the flame axe. Geez, I like that. Okay. And I'll check the weight of the robot while we're here. 14 kilograms, 600 grams overweight, and we still need to put the wires in. So that would be the next part of my drawing process, is drawing wires. And once I've got all the wires in, then I know I've got everything into the robot and I can start trying to shed 500 or 600 grams out of it, or more. More fun. Got the boring bits to do. Okay, we'll do wires next. There we go, flame axe. Good fun.